In our last lessons, we learned what a character is, what a string is, how Python recognizes text, and how Python can show text on the screen. And in our last lesson, we ended with a very interesting question. Can Python build bigger text from smaller text? Now, before we answer that question, we first need to understand what it actually means. Let me explain using a real-life example. Do you remember when Loki, Rico, and I went to the park? While we were there, Loki asked, "Which animal sleeps the least?" None of us knew the answer, so we opened ChatGPT and asked it. And ChatGPT told us that giraffes are among the animals that sleep the least. That was pretty cool. But the story didn't end there, because, as usual, Loki got curious, and he asked another question. He asked, "Can you describe a giraffe for me?" And ChatGPT answered, "A giraffe is the tallest land animal." Then I got curious and asked another question. "Can you tell me one interesting fact about giraffes?" And ChatGPT answered, "Giraffes can sleep for very short periods of time." Then Rico said, "Wait a minute. Both of these answers are talking about giraffes. Can we combine them together?" Loki and I thought, that's a great idea. So we asked ChatGPT, "Can you combine those two answers together?" And ChatGPT replied, "A giraffe is the tallest land animal, and it can sleep for very short periods of time." Did you notice what happened? ChatGPT took two smaller pieces of text and turned them into one bigger piece of text. And that's exactly what our question means. Can we build bigger text from smaller text? Now, ChatGPT is very smart, but let's see if we can make Python do something similar. Let's see how combining text works in Python. Suppose Python knows these two pieces of text. The first one is good, and the second one is morning. Our goal is to turn them into one bigger piece of text. Good morning. But how can we do that? How can Python combine these two smaller pieces of text into one bigger piece of text? You know what? The answer might be hiding in something we learned before. Do you remember this? 3 plus 2. When we put a plus sign between two numbers, Python adds them together and gives us a bigger number. But now, I have a question for you. What do you think would happen if we put a plus sign between two pieces of text? Could Python somehow add text too? Now, we know the plus sign works with numbers, but text isn't a number. So what will Python do? Will it show an error? Will it get confused? Or maybe, just maybe, it has a special trick for text too. Let's find out. Suppose we write good plus morning. What do you think Python will do? Will it show an error, combine the text, or do something completely different? Take a moment to guess. All right, let's try it in our Python playground. We write print good plus morning. And now let's hit run. And ta-da! The result is good morning. Amazing! It worked! Python took the first piece of text, good, and the second piece of text, morning, and joined them together into one bigger piece of text. Good morning! Wow! So, Python really can combine text. But wait a minute. Something looks a little strange. Our goal was supposed to look like this, but Python gave us this. Can you spot the difference? That's right. The space between the words is missing. But why? Let's become text detectives and solve the mystery. Let's look carefully at this line. Print good plus morning. We already know that Python reads code from left to right. First, Python sees print. And Python says, "Oh, I'm about to show something on the screen." Then Python sees the first quotation mark and says, "Oh, I'm about to read some text." So Python reads G-O-O-D. Then it reaches the closing quotation mark and says, "Okay, I'm done reading this text." Right now, Python has the output, "Good," but the print command isn't finished yet, so Python keeps reading. Then it sees the plus sign, and Python says, "Oh, you want me to combine text together." Then Python sees another quotation mark, so it starts reading the second piece of text. And as Python reads those characters, it adds them to the first text. So Python reads M-O-R-N-I-N-G. Then Python reaches the closing quotation mark, and that's how we get "Good morning." Mystery solved. There was no space because we never gave Python a space. Remember when we learned that spaces are characters too? Python remembers that as well. So, if we want a space between the words, we need to give Python a space character, like this. Notice the space after the word good. Now, let's try it live and see what happens. We write print good space plus morning. Now let's hit run. And ta-da! Now we get good morning. Exactly what we wanted. Amazing! Let's quickly see what changed. This time, when Python reads the first string, it reads good and a space. So now Python has this output. Then it combines the second string, morning, and the result becomes good morning. Perfect. But we could also put the space at the beginning of the second string like this, and we would get the same result, good morning. That's because Python doesn't care where the space comes from. It only cares that a space character is there. And now we can discover today's big idea. Whenever Python sees a plus sign between two strings, it joins them together to make one bigger string. We call this process concatenation. Let's try a few more examples. Suppose I want Python to show, "Hello, friends." How would the code look? Take a moment to think about it and write it down. All right, let's check. We write print hello space then plus friends. Did you get it right? Good job. Let's try it live and see what happens. Now, let's hit run. And yes, we got hello, friends. Excellent work. Let's try another one. This time we want Python to show, "I love pizza." How would we write it? Take a moment to think about it. Ready? We write print I love, then a space, then the plus sign, then pizza. Let's try it live and see what happens. And ta-da! I love pizza. Great job! All right, I think you're ready for one final challenge. This time, let's see if you can solve it on your own. Suppose we have these two sentences. The first sentence is, "Cats are playful animals." And the second sentence is, "They love chasing toys." Your challenge is, can you combine these two pieces of text into one bigger piece of text using Python? Take a moment to think about it. All right, moment of truth. We can write print cats are playful animals, then a space, then the plus sign, then they love chasing toys. Did you get it right? Let's test it live and see what happens. We write print cats are playful animals, then a space, then the plus sign, then they love chasing toys. And now, let's hit run. The result is, cats are playful animals, they love chasing toys. Excellent! Python combined the two smaller pieces of text into one bigger piece of text. Great job! Amazing work, everyone! Today we discovered that the plus sign doesn't only work with numbers. In Python, the plus sign can join pieces of text together to make one bigger string. And programmers call this process concatenation. In the next lesson, we will learn something so exciting. We will discover how Python can create special messages for different people. See you then!